that sucks. Knockback 2 apparently doesn't do shit when there's a block behind them. Good to know, good to know. Alright, quickly repair this because of that asshole creeper. Yeah, that looks nice. I know it's probably not even close to how it did look. There we go, down into Grand Central Station. I'm gonna have to make some more item frames to put clocks in those again. And I also need to come up with some way of, like, a fancy way of putting a clock at every station, just that before I do go back up to the surface I can tell whether or not it's night, and also put beds at every station so that if it is nighttime I can just quickly sleep before I go up to the top, and that way there won't be any mobs waiting for me up there, like any creepers. So the other thing that I've done with my time is something pretty important, something that I've been meaning to do for quite a while, is change up the skeleton spawner. So of course, just make a little quick viewing window. The skeleton spawner still works pretty much the same way it did before. It does have the mob spawner from the dungeon up in there in the middle. There's no lighting control whatsoever, so it is defaulted to always having them spawn when I'm within range, like I am now. And there is a block of cobblestone which prevents them from flowing down right away, but that gets pulled back when I pull this lever. And the other thing that does is, you know, allow them to shoot me, which is all well and good. But it also moves pistons that are all the way at the very back of the chamber, releasing water so that when they spawn, they fall in and immediately get pushed by the water flow down the pathway. Stop shooting me. Of course, they do tend to shoot each other as well. You jerks. Alright. Let's just close that for now. Ow. Cut it out. You too. Alright, so save again now. As you can see, there's a sign here, there's also one there, and one on the outside of this cobblestone block. The reason that cobblestone block is there is because when I pull this lever, it's pulled back and lava falls down. So if I only want arrows and bones, I just set that up, pull this lever, and I can just wait for my loot to start showing up. But of course, getting just loot isn't really something I need, because if I just close that, because I really need levels to give myself some high level enchantments. So if I quickly close that back up, and I head in here, and I can show you the circuitry. So this is the redstone that comes from that lever, goes down there, goes under, and goes through an inverter, then up around to this piston, which is the one that has the cobblestone block, which stops the lava. And then the main part of this is, if we go down here, this is the skeleton collection chamber. And if we climb up... How do you assholes keep getting in? Jesus, nearly killed me, you dick. Christ. There. Need to make doors for this. Just temporarily until I actually get the minecart tunnel finished a bit more. But if I press this button, you hear death. Quite a bit of it. And the way that works is you have this repeater so that there's no crosstalk between that. And the signal comes out, goes into this little inverter loop, but it also goes into this set of redstone repeaters to set a delay, which comes back around and goes into the other side of the inverter loop, and coming out of the inverter loop is a signal which comes around, goes through an inverter, and goes to a piston, and that piston pushes out that block there, which I'm going to have to change since I don't want it to be just stone bricks. I want it to be something that looks different, so I'm going to switch it out for a moss stone in a second. But it crushes the skeletons for a little bit of time, which allows me to just hit them all once, kill them, and give me all that juicy experience. There we are, and mine that. Perfect. And put the slab back. And there we go. So now if we pull the lever down, the skeletons will start falling down into here. And the pressure plate down there is just to stop the water. And that's how that works. So I have been using this to get some levels and also some bones and arrows. So that's how I've gotten some more beast enchantments. I did lose my Fortune 1 pickaxe, which I had, which really sucks. So it's this lag right now, goddamn. But even though that does suck, there is a silver lining to that, because after I did lose it while I was trying to change up the mob spawner into an XP farm, because I was planning on using the cave spider spawner for an XP farm only, just because I didn't care about getting any loot from spiders. But as you know, a creeper did come and blow it up and ruin that. So that's why we can't have nice things. And after losing my Fortune 1 pickaxe to lava, I finished up the spawner, got up to level 30 again, made another diamond pickaxe and enchanted it, and got that beast. So getting more diamonds in the future will not be too hard. I also decided to try my luck with a diamond helmet, and only got fire protection 3, which sucks. However, since we are on the 1.4 pre-release, we can make it so that if we do want to get better gear, we can actually combine enchantments and repair. Yeah, so this is going to be weird, because the texture pack I haven't updated my texture pack to include the anvil yet. So it will most likely be the default texture when I do place it down. And obviously we already have the best spot ever to put it. If we can squeeze through that door. Apparently bears don't handle doors too well. I don't handle this lag too well either. Come on. There we go. And okay, so apparently it's invisible. Anyway, if I wanted to, I can rename my items. I can also repair them, and I can also combine different things to see. I can use 2 bows to repair a full bow, but cost myself 3 levels. Or I can just do it in my inventory. But however, I believe sticks should do it as well. Nope. Oh. Well, bows I don't really need enchanted anyway. At least not at the moment. Not until we go after a certain dragon. But I've also done some work on the enchantment house, which will be the alchemist's house. So if I go in here, we have this funky looking room with the enchantment table down there. So of course gives you level 30 every time. And since you can't actually hop out from down there, I just put this in the roof to make it so that you can't get down there. That little half slab there is just to hide a lever in the ceiling. We have this really funky spiral staircase. Then we have a little water collection area. Our nether wart and a bucket for the water. And if we head up the spiral staircase, we have a cauldron full of water and some brewing stands, which currently just have awkward potions. But that, of course, is what the lever's powering. And this is one of the houses that I need to finish. But it's like it's got everything it needs right now. It just needs to be spruced up and finished a bit. So that's what I've done so far. And what I was planning on working on next was not melons, not now. Was working on the netherwort farm. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be back with another little progress update.